Now, when former Little Mix star Jesy Nelson discovered she was having twins with her partner Zion, she was over the moon.
But when she announced her pregnancy to her fans, posting that she was eating for 3, she had no idea of the challenge the world was about to throw her way.
There are complications that come with having identical twins. The type of twins we are having are called monodimer twins. I am currently pre-stage TTTS, which is twin-to-twin transfusion. Every time I've gone, it's got a little bit worse. Could lead to both babies dying. But it's just really sad that, unfortunately, it does come with its complications, which we had no idea about. Unfortunately, the symptoms have got worse. They have to perform the procedure. It's necessary because it's going to give our babies like the best chance of surviving. Just hoping and praying for the best, really. But it's obviously just really scary.
Jesy spent more than 10 weeks of her pregnancy in hospital due to a rare condition that affects twin pregnancies and can be fatal to the babies.
Thankfully, on the 15th of May, Jesy and Zion became the proud parents of baby girls Story Monroe and Ocean Jade, who join us now on the sofa. Alongside them, the specialist who guide them through every step of the way, Dr. Ruwan Wimalasundera. So nice to see you.
Thank
all
you
of
for having us.
Five
We
of you.
made it.
You did it.
You made it, and they're here, and they're healthy, and they're beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So who's who? So you, Jesy, who are you holding?
We actually just swapped right before we came on.
Did you?
But we still get confused.
So this is Ocean.
And this is Story.
And how do you tell the difference? They're exactly
Well,
the same.
we actually, when they haven't got their hats on, Ocean, bless her little heart, she's receding a little bit, so that's how I can tell. But when they've got the hats on, it's very hard to tell.
So they're 69 days old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how early did they come?
31 weeks, 5 days. Yeah.
Almost newborn, basically.
Yeah.
So listen, tell us. Look, every pregnancy comes with ups and downs and complications. So tell us when you realised it was going to be different.
Well, I mean, when we first found out we were having twins, which was just crazy.
Oh yeah.
We were like ecstatic. We was like over the moon about it.
Does it run in the family?
No.
Oh,
So it was a complete surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish you'd have seen Zion's face. He looked like he'd seen a ghost when we found out. But so I had the scan, and immediately we were told, right, the guy that was scanning us was like, right, I'm not going to scan you anymore because I actually need to refer you to a specialist, a twin specialist. And I just thought that was
Normal.
standard, normal.
Yeah.
Next day, went to see Dr. Ruwan, and he scanned us. Babies were fine, and then Dr. Ruwan sat us down and then basically told us all the complications that can come with the type of twins that we were having. And I just literally felt like I'd been, like, I couldn't believe, like, the percentages and what could potentially happen to them. And I almost felt like from that point, I couldn't really enjoy my pregnancy.
Yeah.
Because I was just constantly worried that something was going to happen. And we were, I think you told us that we can only really take it like 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is just like,
Live your life.
how can you, like, we didn't even want to announce it because, and I actually had a threatened miscarriage quite early on as well.
Oh, my goodness.
And from then, even then, I was like, I don't even want to announce it, which is just like, when I think back to it now, it actually makes me feel so sad because it's like, when you're pregnant, that should be like the happiest time of your life.
Yeah.
Like, it's so exciting.
And
but
you
we
want
were
to share that.
We were so scared to announce it in case anything happened. I mean, thank God, like, everything's gone well. But we had no idea that this can happen with twins.
And Zion, and as a partner, as a man, you want to be there doing everything you can, and yet you're so helpless.
100%, literally. I just felt like, whilst Jess was going through it all, I literally just felt, just words of reassurance.
Yeah.
That's all I could do. And just trying to stay positive, even though we knew kind of the risks. I was just really trying to stay positive for you, yeah.
I'm
I
so
felt
lucky I did have
helpless.
him, though, because I feel like if I didn't, I'd have gone mental.
Do you know what I've enjoyed? I've enjoyed following the story and seeing your relationship, how beautiful it is. It's absolutely a beautiful relationship of just love. And I just was so rooting for them, these babies to come through.
Yeah.
And part of the person who helped this happen is
our
Dr.
hero.
Ruwan.
Literally.
Dr. Ruwan, can you just tell us about the actual condition that Jesy had? Because I know the baby shared the same placenta, is that right?
That's right. So monochronic twins, identical twins, share a single placenta. And even though each baby has its own part of that placenta, there are blood vessels that join the two together. So, in effect, they share a single circulation, which does mean more complications, such as twin-twin, and anything that happens to one baby has a direct impact on the other baby.
Does that happen to every identical twin? They will share them?
No. So twin-twin occurs in about 15%, so about 1 in 6 of these pregnancies.
And what does that mean, the twin-twin?
So...
Is that the TTTS?
Yes, the To Twin Transfusion Syndrome, or TTTS. That's really related to the blood vessels that join the two parts of the circulation together. Normally, they allow blood to flow in both directions, so it's an equal flow of blood. But when you develop twin-twin, there's an unequal flow of blood. So one baby's getting just too little blood, doesn't grow as well, doesn't produce much urine, and unfortunately, that baby can become severely anemic. But the opposite is happening to the other baby. The other baby's getting too much blood flow and can go into heart failure. And so it's when it becomes significant, it's without us doing anything, unfortunately, it's got a very high chance of miscarriage.
What do you do?
Well, what we can do is to try and cure the problem, because the problem are those blood vessels joining the two together. We can put a telescope into the womb, have a look at the inside of the placenta, identify those blood vessels, and with the laser, burn them away. So we leave each baby with its own part of that placenta, and there isn't this unequal flow of blood between the two.
Cut back to these two. Right?
No, I know. And it's just so mad, because even when everyone told us, like, you're pre-stage TTS, you actually haven't got it yet. It hasn't got to stage 1.
It's only if you get to this situation.
Yeah, I still felt... And every time we were going for scans, it was getting a little bit worse, a little bit worse. But I still felt like we didn't think it was going to happen. I still didn't feel like I was going to have the procedure. I feel like I was a bit like, I don't know, in denial about it. And then when we went, and that literally happened within, like... That happened so quickly. Because I was being scanned weekly to be, like, closely monitored.
Yeah.
And I think I'd come to see you on the Tuesday, and then it was on the Thursday.
So he told you the symptoms?
No, so I'd been told, like, weeks prior to that I had pre-stage TTTS, and then every time I was going to be scanned, it was getting worse and worse. And then I'd, like, have my weekly scans, and then right before I had the actual laser, Ruwan had said, like, you know, I do think we're getting to the stage where we're going to have to perform the procedure. And there were symptoms to look out for. It was like if your belly gets really tight, like a drum, if you're struggling with your breathing. And 2 days after my scan, we'd gone to the park, and I couldn't even walk because I was just, like, so out of breath. But it's so hard when you're pregnant with twins as well, because what is normal and what's not?
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, well, I've got twins, so of course I'm going to be out of breath. And of course my belly's going to be really tight. I've been growing 2 humans. And then it was... Thanks to Zahn, actually, that I said to him, like, can you feel my belly? Because I've actually got, like, I've got so used to feeling like this, I don't know what's normal anymore.
And did you feel something different, Zion?
Yeah, because I'd obviously been feeling it throughout the pregnancy, but this specific time, it just felt really, really tight. Like, my fingers couldn't go in.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know, when you press it, it goes a little bit squidgy. It just wasn't like that at all. And then so I rang...
one of the signs that Dr. Ruwan had said to watch out for.
So we called, and he was like, just come in, like, it's better to be safe than sorry. And then that day I had to have the procedure, and it just was just like...
I felt like overnight, we literally went from pre-stage to, like, have to have the procedure now. And that procedure is not even, like, guaranteed to work. And I think that was another thing that was, like, terrifying. Even when you was just explaining it, brings back the emotions of anxiety that we had. It's just... Yeah.
So what is that procedure? And then obviously Jesy had you went into labour pretty quickly after that, didn't you?
So the procedure is a fetoscopic laser, and it is a high-risk procedure, and we only do it when the risk of not doing it are greater than the risk of doing it.
Yeah.
And by this stage, because things had got, you know, worse so quickly, we didn't have a choice. We had to do the procedure.
Can I just ask, Doc, did you feel like an added pressure that you had Jesy on your table? Like, she's telling the whole world about what's going on. Did you have that added pressure of thinking, oh, we've got to look after these babies?
Actually, I was telling Jesy earlier that when I was looking after her, she was in my environment, so I was calm as anything. Now I'm in her environment, is a completely different kettle of fish. But no, you know, Jesy was one of my patients, and that's
and you
the way
have
we
to do
dealt
your
with it.
thing.
Yeah.
But even when he was doing the procedure, he was just having a casual conversation with George, your right-hand man, and I just remember laying there thinking, oh, my God.
Unbelievable,
so
isn't it? The
calm. It's crazy.
And the serenity they have.
So amazing.
When you're in the most,
Honestly.
which helps so much. I mean, the medical profession are unbelievable for that, aren't they?
Yeah,
because you're in the most
unbelievable.
stressful position that you or your family are in.
But that you need that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what made me feel, like, reassured and calm when it was
Yeah.
all happening.
How quickly
yeah.
did you go into labour after that?
So after that, so was I
10 weeks.
10 weeks, yeah, after that, which was
And the babies had
interesting.
to stay in hospital for
They
a bit as
did,
well,
yeah,
didn't they?
yeah, they did.
They were premature.
Yeah.
After that, after the procedure,
Yeah.
we had to stay in hospital for those 10 weeks.
No.
We stayed in hospital for those
So we
10 weeks
practically lived
until
in
she went labour.
hospital, which was a real journey. But do you know what? The staff and the hospital...
Got to know everyone.
It was lovely.
You sing to everyone.
It's interesting, though, when you spend time in hospital, because it becomes your bubble in a
Right, well, most
really
people,
weird way.
if you told, I feel like if most people you said, all right, you're going to spend 10 weeks in hospital, they'd be like, oh, God. But for me, I don't know if it's because where I was in, like, such a state of fear all the time in my pregnancy, I felt safe to be there. I actually didn't want to go home. Like, when there was times when Dr. Ruwan would say, like, OK, you could potentially go home, I was like, no.
Yeah. Can you come home with me, please?
Yeah, literally.
What's incredible is you really want to raise awareness for this condition. You've done a marathon. You've raised a load of money. Well done, Zion.
Thank you so much. That was, like, so hard. I don't even know how to describe
At what point was you like, oh, I can't do this anymore?
I think it's like
mile?
going over Tower Bridge. I don't even know what mile that is. But it's like near
13,
the middle.
that's halfway.
Yeah, that's like in the middle.
So good.
And I was thinking to myself, I'm basically dying now. I've got to do that all over again now.
Yeah. Oh, you did so well.
What was beautiful, Jess was obviously in hospital, but our friends and family put her on FaceTime. So as I was running past and I saw them, Jess was just on FaceTime crying.
Mum was like, oh, you're doing so well.
Oh, but you were crying for the rest of the journey.
Dr. Ruwan, what would you say if people are worried at all about this, if they've got twins and they're thinking... So what's the best way to educate yourself about it?
So I think it is really... I mean, there are plenty of charities and plenty of websites that you can look at, but it's just knowing that there is help out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are things that we can do to help even a really complex, difficult situation to hopefully get a good outcome just like this.
Thank you so much.
We've got a little gift for you as
So
well.
having a hug during the break, I tell you.
Go and get the gift back.
Oh, that's
We've got a little gift for you. Thank you for bringing them in.
fine. Thank you so much.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah.
Shall I do it? You're going to love it. There's one each. I love this morning.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, you should have given it to
There's
us before we
two.
came on. We could have put them in.
I know, but it's for you anyway.
Oh, thank
There
you
go.
so much. That's so kind of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having us.
We're going to have a snuggle. Let's throw to the loose women and have a snuggle.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.